Welcome everybody. It is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. What we're going to do is talk about my 100x crypto pick. So we are going to talk about Meld. So we're going to go through the website and I want to share with you why I believe this token could 100x. By the way, we are what is that? February 26th, 2024. So it's pretty late at night. And if you guys do get something out of this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Whatever questions you guys have regarding crypto and NFTs, I should be able to answer them for you. So we're going to start things off by going to meld.com. Okay. So that is going to be meld.com. So right now we've got that website open, and as you can see, the design is great. I like the colors, but more importantly, what is this project? So when it comes to investing, you want to know what the project is all about. And with Meld, the idea of it is that you have an all-in-one app or desktop app where you can view your crypto portfolio and you can lend and borrow your assets and also have fiat integrated. So let's get into what it says here on the homepage as well. So by the way, Meld is a layer 1 and I think they're doing a great job, and we'll get into the price trajectory and all that as well. So the blockchain built for DeFi, Meld is a non-custodial, meaning you own your seed phrase. Whenever you set up a Meld wallet, you're going to write down your seed phrase, okay? So Meld is a non-custodial, meaning that you hold your seed, so you own your crypto. DeFi protocol for Web3 finance. So it's a DeFi protocol. Basically, in the case of Meld, it's a way in which you can do all of your banking, right? So there are things like online exchanges, where there's centralized exchanges, where you got like the crypto.com app, you got, your Phantom wallet, whatever it may be, or you have a decentralized exchange. Well, Meld, the beautiful thing about it is that you can set up a wallet and you can connect all of your top layer ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of this is still in the works. We'll get into it. But you can imagine that everything banking is done with the power of Meld. Okay? So this is huge. If this project works, if it works 10-20% of what I think it's going to do, we're going to get 100x. So not financial advice, just getting into that. So Meld is a non-custodial DeFi protocol for Web3 finance, providing cross-chain lending, borrowing, and staking on the Meld blockchain, supporting the 6 leading blockchains, as well as integrated fiat banking. So it's kind of what we talked about, better worded there. But again, cross-chain lending, borrowing, staking. Cross-chain meaning Bitcoin, Ethereum, AVAX, you got Cardano. So you got Meld as a blockchain, right? So Meld is a layer 1, and then you have Bitcoin. So let's say you have some Bitcoin on Bitcoin's blockchain, right? Then you got Ethereum. You own some ETH on Ethereum. And then you have another wallet on Cardano. Well, you can use Meld. And you can do all of your banking. It's kind of like you can imagine it's like a interoperable layer 0 type of thing. But really, it's your own banking where you own your seed phrase, right? And you can connect, different wallets. So you have a Trezor, you have a Ledger. In the case of Trezor and Ledger, those are going to be the ones that will be more equipped to utilizing Meld. But yeah, we're going to get into what you can currently do with Meld. But ultimately, I just want to get you thinking, is this a good project and why? These are some of the reasons, and they're very general, but they're very powerful. You look at the macro perspective of crypto, this is solving a massive issue, right? And I'll get into what they've been building. So what you can do is you can go to Meld app and you can create an account. If you guys haven't already, go to Crypto Moose, my channel, type in Meld, and I have tutorials on how to create your wallets. So here I've gone over the roadmap. I'm even drinking some coffee there. Meld app is awesome. So I've done the first look. I'm a diamond hands holder. So that's a whole other story. But I've got tons of videos. How to stake your Meld. So that was like a Christmas special. If you guys want to learn how to create a wallet, you can even type it in here, right? Meld wallet. How to set up a Meld beta app wallet. So just follow these steps. Perhaps I will do another one here in the future as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign into my Meld account. So I'm going to put in my password. And basically what you're going to do is create a wallet. So you would go to restore existing wallet if you want here as well. And you can create a wallet pretty swiftly. So let me put in my password. And let me show you what you can do with it thus far. So I'm going to sign in here. And I've got a Trezor Model T hooked up. And I've done some staking. So I'm not going to talk about a lot of the specifics, but I want to share with you at least the overall macro vision of why I think this is so powerful. And again, it all comes down to being your own bank, right? Like Netflix doesn't movie theaters, they don't necessarily like Netflix or Disney Plus, etc. Because using a streaming service, you just don't need to physically go somewhere. Same thing with something like Meld. What they're doing, even in the face of DeFi a little bit, they are creating an environment, a blockchain in which you can hold your assets and you can do all of your banking, right? So this is DeFi to the max. And there's a massive opportunity here. Again, nothing's financial advice. Do your own research, but test this out. I mean, if this video is not a huge case study idea, then I don't know what it is. Like, I'm just sharing with you some of these thoughts. I guess not a case study, but yeah, so there's a lot you can do. You have your Meld token here. So you can bridge it over. I've done videos on that. So if you do want to stake, so right here, I've got some stakeable assets. I've got some Meld. I'm trying to get into a pool. These pools, as you guys know, comment down below. I'm still trying to get this extra, what is it, like 29,000, 30,000 Meld into a pool. Because right now you can stake and earn a pretty decent APY. So right here, I've got some staked assets. When you do stake, you do also get this like NFT type thing. So, you know, it's really cool. It looks like in one day, 6 hours, I'm going to earn some more. So we're not going to talk about staking too much, but you can stake your Meld already. It's just very difficult to get into a pool. They close very swiftly. All right, so that's pretty much that. You can see a lot of assets. This will grow over time. I don't think you could even incorporate Bitcoin yet, but this is coming. This is coming where you can hold on a hardware wallet, you know, a lot of assets, and you can do swapping, etc. So I think this is going to be massive. I think the entire idea is there. Okay. So that's the staking. If we go back to the website, we're going to scroll down just to get into the ecosystem. So Meld blockchain. Meld is a proof of stake, high speed, low cost EVM blockchain designed for DeFi apps. It integrates core DeFi mechanics, providing direct access to lending, borrowing, cross-chain, bridging, liquidity, and fiat services. So again, the idea is be your own bank. And I think that's great, right? You take the Amazon idea, right? They made buying and quite frankly selling items much easier, an all-in-one app. They made it easier. That's what this is doing. It's just getting in the middle of your assets, and it's a way for us to swap and do all of our banking. So the idea of owning, by the way, the idea of owning your crypto assets, let's say you've got 10 Bitcoin. It goes up in value. You don't want to sell it. It's a taxable event. What you can do then is borrow against your Bitcoin. If you have some Cardano and it does well, and you like that layer one token, then you can swap for it. You can do your banking with this app. The other reason for Meld being a layer one, from what I know, we have some interviews in the future coming, but really you can imagine that, you know, you can imagine that with DeFi, right? Decentralized finance, right? The whole idea of like using a DEX for your swaps. Basically, you have a DEX. Let's say you're using MinSwap, or you're using Sunday Swap or Sushi Swap, whatever it may be. When you're connecting your wallet, you do swaps. But with Meld, you're going to be using the Meld token, right? So you have like Gmeld or whatever it is. So the fees are going to be much less. It's going to be much less. So I do like that. I think this is an absolute banger of an idea. So borderless and democratic. We live in a global economy, and just like being cross-chain, we are cross-border. Economic and political changes can't alter Meld smart contracts. Our DeFi protocol is safe for changing laws and unexpected events. So in that case, when you think about Meld, right, it comes down to, the way I think about it is it comes down to the power that blockchain gives back to the individual, right? Anyone can participate. Anyone can begin to lend and borrow. You don't need to have a perfect credit rating. It just depends on the assets that you own. You work hard, you make your money, you can do your banking, right? And this is providing banking, not just Bitcoin as an idea of a store of value, but Meld is true banking. That, you create a Meld app, you have the app, you can do your banking from your phone, and you don't need to be, you know what I mean? Like, it adds so much more freedom to the individual. Guys, comment down below. What do you think about all that? We have strong partnerships, etc. A lot happening. So we went over this a little bit. You can imagine in the future here, right? You've got Bitcoin in your wallet. You've got Meld. You've got ETH, USDC. You've got everything interconnected, and you're doing all of your banking. If the Moose's budget was there, he'd be so loose right now. So, you also have this, what is that? The risk score. That's for your lending and borrowing, I assume. So here, this is going to get even bigger and better. You've got your staking, showing what you're earning there. You got your supply and borrowing, your governance. Like, this is going to be sweet. So in development right now, you've got the dev docs. You've got the secret Meld product 1. Not quite sure what that is. So right now, lending and borrowing testnet, that's coming. Meld app, I've tested that, which is cool. First ISPO project launch on Meld blockchain. So there's a lot coming for this. Team's great. And I'm just a big believer in Meld. So let's get into some of the tokenomics and prices. You guys want to know that. So again, I do have a stuffy nose today, so it's a little bit difficult to even hear myself speak. But we got to do the 5 videos a week. You guys understand that no matter what, we're providing content, and we're sharing the love of crypto. And this channel's going nuts, man. It's gonna happen. So Monday, February 26th, 2024. Friendly reminder, that's the market cap. We're at 2 trillion right now. Okay. So Bitcoin's at 51.59. Let's take a look at Meld. So if we look at Meld, by the way, this token was available right after an ISPO. So that's an initial stake pool offering. Basically with Cardano, you were able to stake to the Meld stake pool. I forget the name of which one it was. There were a couple. But basically you signed a transaction, and instead of earning ADA, the new supply, you would earn Meld. So the price, when it first came out, it came out hot. And people dumped. They sold because they got free tokens. So I've been saying the token price has always been like 2 cents. Okay, so I got some up here. I never sold. I got like a free airdrop. Not a lot. I think it was like 6,000 tokens, but I bought a ton here. And right now, I think this is a massive opportunity. So market cap, 56 million. These are estimates. I don't know how legit all that is, but What I can imagine pretty swiftly is the circulating supply is roughly, let's call it 4 billion. Okay, most of the tokens are already out. A lot of people are staking. It's hard to get in. People love Meld, the ones that are in it. We're down 91%. Look at what is being built. There's a massive opportunity here. This kind of project, if it works, could be an $8 to $12 billion market cap, because all the assets that you own, Ethereum when it develops and gets even better, matures, Bitcoin when it matures, Cardano when it matures, Solana, you will be able to, especially AVAX, they already have the partnerships, you will be able to hold those assets and view it in a portfolio setting, and you can do your banking. And that's where you're going to synergize fiat with crypto with Meld. And I see that vision. I've seen it for a while, and now it's happening right in front of my eyes. And that's why I believe this could 100x. You're talking about something that is 1 penny, 2 pennies. Let's say, for the sake of this video, let's say we're at 1 cent. Okay, it dips down a bit more. So if we get to a 4 billion market cap, that means that we're going to 50 to 100x. It's very possible. Okay. Could this be a $2, $3 token? Of course. It depends on time, in my opinion, and if the project can follow through. But at the end of the day, this is a monster project. I know I'm rambling. I'm just kind of chatting here, but comment down below. What do you believe for Meld? When do you think it's going to take off? I believe it won't be till like 2025. It'll take some time. But when it does happen, people will look back and think, I should have listened to the moose, right? I should have taken a look at the project. This is an absolute sleeper, right? So you have all this information. I recommend you check it out. It is meld.com. That's what's going on with the project. That's why I believe it could easily 50x. Talking about a bull run, talking about when more liquidity flows in. But this is an absolute game changer, right? Because anybody can participate. It takes out the centralization of a lot of things, right? There's not really any control. The idea of crypto is that it gives power back to the individual, and I like that, right? It's leveraging other blockchains in the sense that you can interconnect everything, and I'm just a big fan. I think this is going to be an absolute winner. It's possible. So I'm placing my bets. If you guys get something out of this, please go to the link tree, pick up an NFT that I have. A couple are minting right now. Pick up a hardware wallet. You do want to protect yourself. This is the best hardware wallet if you can afford it. Trezor Model T, save up to 25% off. I also have a Tangem. It's a pretty good wallet. Okay, so the Tangem, you can keep it, in your pocket. You can keep it in your wallet. You also have ledgers, which I do like. I like the Ledger S Plus. That one's the old one. Yeah, we also have the Kivo. If you guys are a baller, if you're like the moose, if you're making like 80K every hour because Elon Musk is calling you and you send him crazy invoices, you can pick up a Kivo. So the Kivo's dope. It really is. I'm joking around a bit. We also have online courses. So if you want to take your crypto to the next level, if you are a newbie, if you are a beginner, by the way, I created this channel for newcomers that come into the space. How do you protect yourself? How do you avoid scams? Which blockchains do I look at? How do I set up a wallet? How do I back it up? How do I become more like the moose? Subscribe. So that's all we have for you. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, I think Meld is going to be huge.